Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we're working on our little 2005 Buick LaCrosse once again. We've got another misfire code. About a year ago I actually made a video on replacing a coil pack on number 6 cylinder, which is right here. But we were driving home from work the other day. Also we had another misfire. I come home, I hooked up my scan tool, and we have a coil pack that's went bad on number 5 cylinder, which is on the back side of the engine. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get to, but I'm going to show you a little trick that'll kind of help that out. Once again, on this 05 Buick LaCrosse, the firing order, your cylinders go as follows. You got 2, 4, and 6 on the front side of the engine facing you. Bank 1 is on the back, so you have 1, 3, and 5 on the back side up against the firewall. So stay tuned and we'll show you how we get this coil pack replaced. We bought a brand new coil pack from Advanced Auto Parts. BWD is the brand name. Another little tip, if you will buy your parts through Advance online, a lot of times you can find a coupon. We got 30% off on this bad boy just by purchasing it online, and they had it waiting for us when we went up there to pick it up. So let's get started. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do here is disconnect both of these dog bone mounts on the front side of the engine, and that will allow it to where we can rock this motor forward. So we've got our air ratchets hooked up right here. I'll see if I can start this right here. We'll go ahead and zip these out on both sides, and we'll show you how to rock that motor forward. Okay guys, I went ahead and removed the dog bones completely, okay, because they were in a little bit of a bind. So what I had to do is just take the bolt out on the other end as well. And all you need is a 15 millimeter socket and a 15 millimeter wrench, and you can pull both ends out and just lay both of them out of the way to where your dog bones are no longer in place. All right, let me see if I can show you the benefit of this. Okay, I'm gonna grab the car right here by this bar here. I'm going to show you what happens to this engine as I rock this car back and forth with the vehicle being in park. As you can see, when I rock it forward, I gain access up against the firewall. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back here at the back of the car. I'm going to find me a block of wood. I'm going to rock the car as far forward as I can and shove a block of wood underneath this rear tire. Okay guys, I'm back here on the back side of the engine. This coil pack's definitely going to be a little aggravating. Depending on your skill level, you may want to let a professional do this, because I am a professional and I'm getting a little aggravated with it. First thing that you'll need to do over here where you have your purge valve, there's a bolt holding it down to the side of the intake. Just go ahead and remove that. And then over here on the other side, these lines run underneath these 2 heater hoses here, and then this bolt right here goes into the intake. It also has a little end on it to pop the little plastic lid down on. It holds those lines as well, so go ahead and back that out with a wrench. And I think now we can actually access the coil pack a little bit easier. I'm going to reach down here with a 10 millimeter 1/4 inch drive socket on a ratchet. I'm going to go and back that bolt out. Take that connector off. I probably won't be able to show you too much of this, but that's what we're going to use to go back, remove that coil, and get it replaced. Okay guys, I'm up here on the front side of the engine because I want to demonstrate something to you right quick. We're just going back to number 6 cylinder. What I'm doing back there on the back side of the engine is removing this 10 millimeter bolt. That's the one I've done with the 1/4 inch ratchet. And you have a connector here that you have to deal with. Now the way that you get this connector off of here is you get you a little pocket screwdriver, and you see if I can hold this where you can see it. See how that popped out? That popped out with a screwdriver, and then you got to reach in here kind of behind it and kind of pry it out a little bit further. If I can hold the camera and do this to the point to where this connector, let me see here, wiggle a little bit more, pull it out. See how this whole end slides out? And then you can easily slide the connector off. Make sure you get that slid all the way back. Don't yank on this thing, because it'll release easy when you get this pulled all the way back. So I'm going to go and demonstrate just plugging it back in. I'm going to go and replace that coil on the back, because there's no way I can film that and you understand what I'm talking about. We got that pushed back in place, and go ahead and lock it back in place, so it's good to go. So this is what we're going to do on the back side. We're going to disconnect the connector, take the bolt out, replace the coil, and then reassemble. Okay guys, I went ahead and pulled the spark plug back there on number 5 cylinder 2. I'm going to go ahead and replace this plug. Matter of fact, I got plugs to replace all of them. And I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm back there on the back side of the engine. I'm just going to go ahead and knock it out. What I'm replacing it with today is the AC Delco original part. It is part number 41988. Okay, so let's get these plugs in, get this coil back in, and get this baby running again. Alright guys, we got everything back together. We've even got our dog bone mounts reinstalled. We took that block of wood that was braced up against the tire out, let the motor come back, got everything tightened down. We have changed all the remaining plugs in the engine, the 3 on the back and 2 up here. Actually, when I had done this one here about a year ago, I replaced the plug then, but never got around to putting the rest of the plugs in. So I already had those here, just went ahead and got them all installed today. Now we're getting ready to hook up our little Maxi scan tool, and we're going to clear out that code, and this baby should be ready to roll after that. Friends, this is a really great little scan tool here. I will put a link down below to where you can purchase these off of eBay. The guy that's selling them, he sold about 17,000 of them, I think. They're about $35 or so. It's a great little scan tool to have around the house, or if you're a mechanic, to use at your job as well. So friends, we're going to get this thing ready to roll. Thank you for watching our video today. Don't forget to subscribe and tell a friend about us. We'll see you next time. Take care.